So a lot of times when things get hard, most of us, myself included, we just want it to stop. We just want to end the pain. We just want to give up, move on, you know. A lot of times when things don't go our way, when it looks like all of the tables are turned against us, it's like, yeah, you know what? You got it. I'm just gonna do something else. and in reality, the sad part is when it's like that, you're the closest to your breakthrough. You're the closest to achieving whatever it is. You're the closest to actually doing the thing that you were trying to do in the first place. But even though it doesn't seem like that. So this video is just to remind you, man, this isn't like my normal videos. This is just kind of like a reminder. You got to keep going. Sometimes things, I mean, when I say sometimes, most of the times, things are not going to go the way that you think they are. Look, if life was just A to B, then we all would have it figured out. Everybody would know what to do. Everybody would be millionaires and billionaires. Everybody would be super great moms and dads. Everybody would be super successful. But that's not life. Life is complicated in the sense that you have so many different layers. You got different people. People is also what makes it complicated because, you know, you can kind of sort of calculate what you're going to do. Because, I mean, I would think that you know you, but it's hard to say what somebody else is going to do and how they're going to react, or how, you know, if they're going to get to the position before you or if not, you know. You got so many different factors when you add in other people to your situation. So it's a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie. I just, you know, I want to say first and foremost, it's different. It's harder. Life isn't just a straight line from point A to point B. So it makes sense why when we get met with opposition, when we get met with these challenges, these difficulties, when things just ain't going right, man. Can I tell y'all, I had a goal that I was trying to make a certain amount of money. I said I was going to do that this weekend, these last couple of days. Yeah. I didn't do it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I tried. I didn't put in the same type of effort that I would, you know, that I could have. So part of it is that, you know, I was slacking a little bit. The other part of it is that it was just like, is it worth it? You know, is it worth it to basically die out here every day? You know, so, but I really wanted to achieve this goal. If you're in the Telegram group, you kind of know you should join the Telegram group, link in the description. Yeah, man, I had a goal these last couple of days, and I was like, look, I really need to do this. I really need to accomplish this. And it was dependent on me making a certain amount of money. Yeah. The problem is our market has been really slow. Really, really, really slow. And yeah, man, our market just got really slow. And I mean, we have this, it's kind of sort of up and down right before New Year's, but it's not like last year. It wasn't like dead slow like it is now. I mean, like the couple days before Christmas it was, but like not, you know, the week in between. I don't know. It just didn't feel like it was last year. Last year I felt like, you know, I could have made money during this time. This year it's like, yo, you might want to put it up. Like it just wasn't the same. And that's okay. You know, like, it's okay. And this is me, but this is why I started off the video saying that it's hard. Life isn't just a straight line from point A to point B. Like, I knew what to do. I knew how to do it. It's just the market didn't meet me with it. And yeah, it's true. I probably could have went to a different area. Probably could have did something different. You know what I'm saying? All of that is true, but it's just, life is like that. You know, you can have the right idea, you can have the right intentions, you could be doing the right things, but it just doesn't go well. Even though you know what you're doing, even though this is the right thing, from experience. It's just sometimes the market doesn't give it to you. And like I said, there's other people that had really good, this was a really good week for the other guys in the group. Again, last time, shout out to the guys in the Telegram group. It just wasn't for me. And when I say that, you guys know normally I multi-app, normally I'm doing multiple things. This week I wasn't doing that because I was just like, let me be a rideshare driver. Let me do rideshare. Rideshare is where the money's at. That's what I'm gonna focus on. And yeah, it kind of backfired on me in the sense of like I couldn't make the money that I needed. And it's okay, life goes on. It wasn't like I was gonna die or anything. But it just sucked. It just sucked because now I have to readjust my plans and restructure them and say, okay, now I got to do it this way, which is fine. But that's the point of this video. Now that I done kind of rambled a little bit, that's the point of this video. It's like when the tables are turned against you, when everything looks like it's going wrong, when nothing is going right, when it's like, but I did this, I have a strategy. I did this last year. I did this the last weeks. I did this. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it's just not going to work. It's okay. So you gotta, and this is kind of, what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Like sometimes you gotta hear that. It's okay. It's okay to not achieve a goal when you expect to achieve it. As long as you put the effort in, as long as you try it, it's okay. There's other factors to everything. I'm gonna be honest, I get stuck in, I gotta do these things. I said I'm gonna do it, and it's like, it's okay. It's okay because life goes on, it's not what I, again, like I said, personally, what I have to always tell myself is if it's not gonna change my life, if it's not detrimental to my life, like if it ain't rent, it ain't food on the table, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's not that serious, it's okay. Okay, yeah, I missed the date. Okay, so now I just restructure the date, and it's probably gonna be more expensive, and it is what it is, But that doesn't mean that I can't achieve it. It just means now I got to redo it. Now I got to refigure it out. Now I got to replan it. And that's the sucky part. But, with how I started off this video, sometimes when things are pointing at you the wrong way and everything is like, and it's hard to do the things that you said you're going to do. And it's like, nothing's going right. It's like you're basically walking through the wilderness, right? It almost feels like that because everything you put your hand to is like, man, dang, that didn't work. Man, that didn't work. Man, that didn't work. It's okay. It's okay because all you got to do is just keep going. And that's the reminder for today. Keep going. It may not look like it. It may not seem like it. It may not feel like it. Whatever you got going on in your mind when you started listening to this video, keep going. Keep pursuing it. Keep pressing on. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I know I'm just some random dude on YouTube, but you got to keep going because if you keep going, you'll be able to see the fruit of your labor. That's the whole point of this video. When everything is pointing at us and it's like, bro, I just did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, and you give up, you're giving up before you get the chance to see the result of all of that effort, all of those, in my case, all of these years and all of the sweat, all of the hurt, all of the pain. If you give up, you don't get the chance to see the result because you gave up. Or you get the chance to see it, but it's going to be prolonged because now you got to get that momentum back. Now you got to get back in the groove. Now you got to get back started doing the same thing again. And that's the tough part. It's like, you know, when the wheel is, I know I'm using a lot of analogies, but like when the wheel is going, it's really easy for that wheel to go. Like if you ever seen it on a chain, when you riding the bike, okay, yeah, when you ride the bike, it's really easy when you're already up to speed. When you're already at a speed, it's cool. You flying, you good. You know, you could take your feet off the pedal. You kind of, you know, do the little wee dance. You know, put your legs out. You know, you basically you can let your feet off the pedal. You don't have to pedal as hard when you're already up to speed. But getting up to the speed is yeah, it's gonna be some work, you know, especially sometimes in my case, I'm going up a mountain. So it's like, yo, you gotta put in a lot of work. And that's how it feels sometimes. It's like you gotta put in some work, you gotta struggle, you gotta muscle it out, you gotta just tough through it. And I guess that's the analogy for this video. Sometimes you just gotta keep going. Sometimes it's just hard, you know. Life is not a straight line from point A to point B. If you could look at your life again and you look at the other things that you were successful in, maybe it was graduating high school, college, maybe it was getting a job, getting another job, getting a promotion, whatever, or getting your significant other, having kids, getting them to graduate or whatever, like whatever the accomplishment is in your life, if you just look back at it, it wasn't just like I started this and it finished there. There was a lot of turns and circles and squares and Pythagorean theorems. It was just a lot of things going on before it actually got to the point where it's like, oh yeah, my daughter goes to FAU, or my daughter goes to FAMU, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot that was in between. There was a lot that was in between. So, yes. All right, now that I've rambled, I hope I've kind of sort of motivated you. But the point is, you got to keep going. You got to keep pressing on. You got to keep going forward to your goal. And you can't stop now. Because, again, last time I'm going to say it, life is not a straight line from point A to point B. It's just not. So even though it may seem like nothing is going your way, even though it may seem like you'll never achieve what it is that you're trying to achieve, it was put on your heart and put in your mind for a reason. And you're just the person to accomplish it. You know, that's why it was on your mind and not mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that you thought about that I would never think about. Like, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. There's things that I think about that I'm trying to achieve that you would never be like, what? Ah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep going. You got to keep going so you can see a result. If for nothing else, because you're going to love the after effect. You're gonna love knowing that, hey, it was hard, it was tough, but I did it. You know, it was hard, it was tough, but I got the result. It was hard, it was tough, but here we are. You know, so all right, so I'm done. Like I said, it's been real. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's Christmas Eve, so, you know, have a good time with your family. But yeah, with that being said, I'm out of here. Okay. Deuces.